guys. I know it's been a while since I made a video. I've been working on the car here and there, doing a little of this, doing a little of that. Haven't really had the energy to get the camera and record what I'm doing, but I'll do a quick little rundown of what I got done so far. I got the car fully painted, and I got the interiors all in. Del Sol seats are in. I made the covers for the rear. I took out the stock fuel tank and all that stuff, so that's all gone. And I made the covers to cover that up. All the trim is painted. If anybody has a passenger side door trim for $80, $89, let me know, because I need it. And I don't have one. So, let's see. Lexan is bolted on. Basically what I'm going to do today is make a bumper for the street that has the lights in it, and like open in the front, open in the sides here or whatever, just so they get proper air to the radiator, because the race bumper that I made isn't really going to allow any air to go to the radiator, pretty much. So, and I can't really use it because I cut the whole bottom end off of it, so it's basically all just FRP. But that's kind of the plan for today. I'm just gonna I'm gonna cut this grill out, mainly because it won't allow the bumper to go on with the grill still on there. So I'm gonna cut that off, the grill. I'm gonna tape it up. I'm gonna paint it. And as for these big holes, I'm gonna get that garden siding, and I'm just gonna pretty much run it from here all the way up to about here. Cut it like this, just to cover those holes up. And the same thing on this side. Whoever had this bumper before, cut it out for fog lights, and I mean, it's literally the size of my hand. They don't have fog lights that big, so I just wanted a bumper that I could run on the street that'll have the bumper lights, because obviously, as you can tell, that one doesn't, and I don't want to have to run any crazy things. Also, I started a little side project. Lexan ECU covers. They're Lexan, they're not plexiglass, so they're strong. If anybody wants one, selling them for $20 a piece, or $25 if you want like a Honda decal or Xenochrome decal or whatever tuning software you use. If you want that sticker on the Lexan, it'd be $5 extra, which is a good deal. You know what I'm saying? I cut them in-house. I have a big sheet, and I cut them out of that. And I'll ship anywhere in the U.S. So if you're interested in one of those, throw it down in the comments, and we'll get to talking and everything, and I'll get you one cut up, and we'll figure that out. So I'm gonna get going, cutting this bumper real quick, getting this whole grill and everything cut out. So I'm gonna set the camera up, and I'm gonna get this cut quick. I traced where I want to cut. The size of the inner core is pretty big, and it sticks out pretty far, so I'm gonna have to trim that factory bumper a good amount to have that fit in there properly. So I'm gonna go right up, straight along with this line here, and then go all the way across right underneath this trim here, and we're gonna go straight. We're gonna follow this seam all the way down, and just go all the way around here, and then this whole center section just pop right out. It's a lot easier than trying to go along this bottom, you know what I mean, in there with a grinder at an angle and stuff like that. I find this to be a little bit easier. So yeah, I'm gonna cut this up real quick. I'm gonna set up the camera, and we'll get to cutting. Be right back. So as you can see, we got it all cut out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my orbital sander and I'm just going to go around these edges, clean some of this up, all the melted rubber. When you're doing this, you probably wear long sleeves. I mean, my hands are all burnt from slinging hot plastic onto my arms. So you should probably wear long sleeves. It'd probably be best. So yeah, I'm going to grab that orbital sander real quick. Just sand that up a little bit. And then we'll throw it on the car for a test fit. Be right back. Got the bumper cut, got the bumper test fitted on. It's not the prettiest thing, but it's gonna get flow, and that's really what matters. Keep in mind it's gonna have bumper lights, and these two holes at the bottom are gonna be gone pretty much. Like I said, it ain't pretty, but it'll be good for daily driving, since this other bumper is not gonna get much flow to the radiator or anything. So I think I'm going to start sanding it down, spraying it to match the rest of the car, and then we'll get a real idea on exactly how it's going to look. I'm going for more of function when it comes down to this bumper. I have to run a Mini Cooper Mini Cooper radiator, which is almost half of the size of a Civic radiator because of the space that I have in the engine bay. It's $50 instead of spending $500 for one of the fat drag radiators, which I don't have at the moment. So I'm gonna need all the flow that I can get. When I take it to the track, I can swap the bumper on, I can run. And obviously, I'm not going to be stop, go. I'm going to take it down the track, and that's going to be, it'll park for a while, and then take it down the track again. So as for cooling, I'm not really too worried about it. But if I drive it on the street and I take it out somewhere or something like that, I'm going to need something that's going to allow flow. I could just run without a bumper, but I'd rather have something on there. I don't know what the deal is with cops in the new area that I moved to. I don't know if they like throw a fit about it or whatever. And I'd just rather not get pulled over in this car. So hopefully the next video, I'm gonna start doing videos again. I kind of was in a funk for a while, and I got a lot of stuff done without recording, and I'm at that point now where the body is pretty much all put together and done. I got the traction bars on, the traction bar is on, and the traction arms are on, because I bolted the traction bar up and I didn't do the traction arms right away. So that's done. I removed the stock fuel tank and all the stock fuel lines. Some other odds and ends here and there. Made the covers for the rear and some other miscellaneous stuff. I'm going to be making a kick panel for the underneath the passenger side of the dash, where I can mount my ECU and my fuse box and the relays for my switch panel. And I'll be doing that soon, so stay on the lookout for that. So be right back in a minute. Alright, what's going on, guys? I got the bumper painted. I figured out what I'm going to do because it looks ugly and the intercooler kind of hangs at the bottom here. I'm going to take the same material that I used for this, and I'm going to put it alongside the bottom, and it's going to be a slight bit longer all the way across the bottom, so to cover the intercooler, you know what I mean, cover that sticking out the bottom. And then I'll just make a slight cut along the back here where the intercooler is, just so the intercooler is fully open. That should make it look better, and then I'll still get all that extra flow through here and through here. Mainly right here is what I'm worried about, because it'll go right into the radiator. So that's all I'm going to get done for today, because it started to rain and it's really humid. So I don't want to touch the bumper. It was really nice out for a minute, and then I painted it, and it's still a little tacky, so I don't want to go messing with the bumper and end up ruining the paint. I mean, even though it is just rattle can, it did turn out pretty decent. Once it's fully cured, I'm going to tape off this, and then I'm going to respray that black. But that's it for today, guys. Try to get another video out sometime this week. So like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. Peace.